you. Best of luck on this stream while watching, and the two teams on the server as well. Let's have some fun. A nice evening. Get a good and nice evening with that play in the CS. Maybe I have some kind of expectation from Dust too, as much as I can, because I don't know what kind of thing could be better for me, because I'm really a Dusty enjoyer, and Simki also making you enjoy the Cypher after this attending towards the long, and the 3-man stack as a composition of a pistol round for the BC game. Not gonna let them take a lot of space around the map, but they know exactly where the enemies are, so it's not that hard to anticipate them onwards the A this time. Jeff already sticks to the side, so the guy on top of the shore, Jacob trying to stay alive. Next above the elevator, the Gandalf player also stay alive. But who's that? Who's that? Pizaza. Oh, Naxan! Pizaza making a triple kill with an interaction of a side play, and the bomb was planted, but who cares, since we are watching this rough fire 4v1 over the end. Who's that guy? Let me find it, because I wasn't following a BC game for a long time, but yeah, that's the actual nickname. Alright. A new star, a new prodigy, probably. I was excited to see that. And for now, the beast around with a bomb plan for the zero tenacity. They are acquiring they source back immediately to find a way how to make an option against the BC game. The guys from BC game advanced thing about the 3 players towards the along again to make a proper utility management and stop the enemies from the interacting, from the tending towards the A side on their early timing. But in the meantime, the mid side is a bit opened up. Probably BC game will expect something around it, but from the long range of a control. Sure, they might expect the force buy from the Zero Tenacity, who's looking for the play for the shore this time. The Yeki, the couple Desert Eagles. But don't tell me that all of you will jump onto the short and going up to the A directly. Alright, a couple of smokes, crossway, and the jump of the jump boost side, and Jacob with a brute monster knock trying to make that strive on. Even rushing off the side, he nails the frog against the knock, but Zaza rotating through the city, and Naxo was already on the ramp of the A side, and that's why this round produced by BCGAME held the whole round under control. And that's why that was that easy. There we go. As I said on the previous matchup, this matchup should be for a spot on the closing qualifier, right? Yeah, definitely. The winner of that series will proceed to the closing qualifier of the European League to the Intelix Team Masters Dallas 2025, and the loser will have another chance, another extra life. Keep the dream on to fight for the last 5 or 6 place spot into the close qualifier. Nemanja will be out of a competition against double pick from the short. Simki hiding over on the mid area. He's not that obvious, but since the guy on the short with the bomb is down already, Simki. Not this time. Not a single hatchet included. A flawless victory for the BC game. They did their best. And growing their economy as much as they can. It's nice to see, because city side team usually experiencing a slight issues with the rebuys after the first lose against the full buy by the enemy side. You know. BCGAME not even try to reinforce this round by the AWP or something like this. They're playing with a 3, or at least 2 MP9s and 3 M4s. And the first AWP shot for Blue Monster not gonna bring anything good, but it was a nice try for Cypher to make that wall bang in the smoke. Criminal think it was the suicide. But again and again, not unlucky today. Blue Monster is looking out for the short. There is a small crossover. The B exit. And Knock looking for the contact of a short side. It will be needed. A lot of smokes beside me alongside the E on the side directive was the 2 players, about the 2 players, for now it's just the 1. And Naxa stepped down from the lone control to be more closer over the A side. Their tenacity starting to play that slow, and they will make that split up towards the A, and Knock has to be accurate with the optic for the long side against the open, especially. He's hiding behind this Spanish box on the side, and Naxa, good catch up with Pizaza in charge, and another beautiful try for the Knock, but he was that unlucky to not get a single frag of that play, and Brute Monster nails the frag against the Naxa, and also for the Pizaza. That was the save for him, unfortunate. And Zara Tenacity for doing everything right. I don't know about this timing and this decision to play that slow with the split up towards the A above the 30 seconds on the timer. That was incredible. That's what I was talking about. City-sided team will not have that much money for the rebuy, just in terms of the first failure of the play. And JQ asking for the top mid push. Was a heal nade to block off the vision of the enemies, but in the meantime, oh, the rough strategy to have about the 3 players above the mid, and even with the AWP. Not a single proc was acquired. The flashbang find is Cypher in close of that range for the lower tunnel peek-off. And that happened. That actually happened, so Zartinesti will continue with the 1-man advantage. And they still have enough time. Oh, unlucky shot, and another one somehow. From the 35 HP to the 12 HP. With a shot through the wall with the EWP. I couldn't even imagine that. Naxa taking down another enemy, but there's all effort on the Pizaza. Besides, so the car on the B is a lone anchor, a lonely wolf. And Pizaza with Naxa will keep that in touch. They will do everything together. And the quad kill for the Naxa is the definition of the round. So 4-2-1, and BCGAME still in the game, I would say. Mr. Live, stop fragging, exactly, mate. But still, I couldn't even imagine that we gonna have those much Dust 2 matchups one day. Maybe it's all about the vibe from the Dallas. The Dusty and Dallas probably have something more in common. And probably after this tactical timeout we could find something more promising for the Zero Tenacity. They were sticking to play for the mid side over the Yant, and even with a couple unlucky shots from the side of the BCGAME Knock making that open frag against the Nemanja. And Brute Monster will produce, will call that out, push that B, execute. Straight away from the upper tunnel. Cypher at the spot, and the car away with a double kill with himself. That was a disaster play for Simki. The teammate and Brute Monster locked inside on the upper tunnel. And only Avin supposed to do something, but he has only Mach 10 where he has to go. He has to go up to the switch of the gun. But in terms of the economy status, their bank accounts are empty. And do you really want to stick to the fight or just finding that this exit, it's really risky. This is really risky, and if you're not gonna save after the 2 guns, you won't be able to have a rebuy. Because of the loss bonus, it's up to the 2.9k of the income. So, Zeret's nasty should be okay. I think so. So they will be able to drop up to the 2 AKs or a couple Gallios to make a good utility management. First, I don't know. This all chat teacher. I do expect that someone will start to ask what does it mean. Something bad, exactly. Something bad. Oh, we're not gonna retranslate that. As Simki did say as a response to the pizza. I'm not gonna retranslate it. Even if I do know what did he say. A bit pressure on towards the upper tunnel. And only one guy invested with Smith. The idea is about to do the same. Directly on B. There we go. Pizzazz on top of the exit of the upper tunnel. Missing the first timing, but that was a beautiful composition. A symphony of the flashbangs and the kills of a BCGAME squad. They're turning their tenacity into the massive, you know, like... They will miss a lot. These chaos with the running out of the B side. And this masterclass of B anchoring and defense on that way. Just built a huge difference. But it is what it is. Only Nemanja staying alive. I'm pretty sure that Jacob will do that hunt. No, Nemanja was that accurate and this concentrated to find that kill. But the second middle of the shot will be quite unfortunate. 6-1, a great start. This hard dominance by the BCGAME on the Dust 2, and let's take a look on the HLTV.org. What do we have there? Well, we have there something around 6 records and the 50% of the win rate on the side of a Zero tenacity on the one map for the BCGAME. Even more Zero tenacity played once in the Dust 2 against the Amtel, like in the previous month with the 13-5. 13-5 lose, and that's why probably they don't have that much experience on the Dust 2 for a long time, for the long period. BCGAME did a good job with the veto process. 7-1 and Zero tenacity were used to go to the upper of a short and not getting a single kill of that. And even more, they're more powerful by the takers side. They were more powerful because they did play only one official game on the Dust 2 this year. So I don't think it might represent something. And BCGAME last time played against the 500 on the Dust 2 like yesterday. And was eliminated by the 13-11 score. There will be damn net. And Kama will be on their side this time. 4-man stack towards the A. Looks that crazy. But someone has to take a look for the mid area instead. Nax in charge of the A long control. And Cypher, oh. One more step and you will be out. Yeah, this is it. Only luck shot for the monster this time, but that was the first one to Cypher. Now he's not gonna be able to play in the close mid area. Are we taking that phase? We're gonna deal with that slow tempo, and usually their tenacity are trying to finish up the round towards the B, but especially for this round, they decided to finish up by the A. The smoke of Frost, boost as well. And they're running out of that smoke. Oh, and Knock nails the frag against Neomania. Oh, Jacob will be there, patient, but Knock will eat them all. Jacob also will stick to the fight, and 8-2-1. Nobody can stop BCGAME this evening. Probably. These guys are going that good. And maybe I will claim this spot on the closed qualifier just in a couple minutes. About 10 minutes or 15 if they will continue that hard domination on. And tactical timeout for the Zero Nasty, the second one. Will it change something for them? Because I think here is something wrong with the fundamental things. Sometimes they're looking that obvious. Maybe once they did play the slow mid-tempo round and executing the protocol of the A split up around 30 seconds over the end of the time. And it was the single one when they did it. And the rest of the rounds, maybe not with an open frags like this usually, but Knock doing a masterclass, but another Enate and check off it, suicide! It was a nice try again. But Knock is not allowed to push up and mid area again. We pick this one more time. Fizazo will take care of the mid instead of him. And Cypher in charge of the A ramp, using that molly. Makes some sense for the Zero tenacity. The smokes runs in. The same push up from short. Cypher. He's gonna take this first. Jacob will follow back. And Cypher will continue this fight against the short players on that exit. And this is the exit to the next round. 9-1. Yo. BCGAME are cooking that good. And the least round of the first half. Another try for the boost. Cypher runs through that shot. The 4 people invested alongside EA. Using about the 2 pack of utils. Joffa Might gather some information and make a bold suggestion about at least two guys onwards the long, but besides the mid, here is a little conflict of Simp against JQ. Oh, and JQ was that patient with the smoke and the spray through that. And Knock also taking care of a Simp. So 1 minute advantage. We'll list it for the BC game. Jopo looking for the play, and Naxo will nail that rock again. So 3v5. This walking through the short to the A, and look at this dude again. Nah, Mania. The first. What about the second one below the city? And there is. He also was a bit confused what is actually going on there. The bomb has been planted and you are in such a risky play. Will you be able to get out of the shore? Because the enemies are watching for you and the molly towards CT side with Namania. We're looking for the every single position of the short away. And nobody will be alive. In the last round for the first half, will BC game, will they do something with a decent output that they produced before? This deep smoke, and this is the answer from Brandmaster. For the first time he's doing that. The entire first half he was missing the shot, but finally someone was inside of his cross here. And look, the smoke close to the double doors. Could mean that someone should step up towards the shot, but meantime, you're not supposed to leave out B at all. Because once it could be fake, and that's why Knock decided to step back towards B. Interesting angle. And the first frag for the BC game. This time, Simkill will be out of the play against the two enemies in front of him, but A-Long should be clear down. And even more Brute Monster with Namania will find more and more frags together. Flashbang for the pick, and this bomb plant as a fake stuff. 9-3 again. Not the worst result, I would say. In terms of what do we have during the rest of the rounds by the city side play of BC Game squad. But for now, we're switching the sides, and Zert's Nasty will be a city-sided team from that moment. BC Game will try to find the way how to finish that game fast. I'm pretty sure that they will be able to take out the second piece round. They will be that close to finish out the game with the less than 30 minutes duration. Nemanja inside of the lower tunnel with a dual Piratas. Nice try for the Pizato. And another pick off of a Jakiam. So Jacob and company. They resolved the issue with mid and Tandic. Shot down two enemies, and the third one also included. So whenever you're gonna go, A or the B side, everywhere. Could be only one anchor of a side. So choose your own destiny, make this run real. Ah, that was a smoke forward CT. And Cypher fighting this duel against the brute monster on the dance floor of the B side. And even Joppo already gave up with the spraying by the FPS on the CD side. Gotcha, PC game. Taking another piece around, and their symphony. Symphony of Dust 2 this evening. Not gonna be ended by. And probably they will be unstoppable and proceed to the closed qualifier without a single bell map in general. But here is a dangerous situation of the upper and lower tunnel at play. As far you can see, the money is betting so hard for the Brood Monster, and maybe they're trying to knife for the EWP, but just imagine if something will go wrong with that idea. You will... both of you will die. High risk and high reward for that play, but the main idea is about to get out of the long area. The molly and the smoke for the CT. Simki is hiding behind the mess. See that? This molly will shut him down, and Jacob was trapped here, but upper tunnel giving that much information about only one guy above the A side. And BCGAME will start a hunt. And this timing against the Cypher will be that sad as a spray for the Nemanja somehow. That was 100% kill, but the CST thing brings on the server again and again, and we're never gonna be stopped by the surprising of this game engine. But the positive side of this play, even saving on the Yaki. Maybe not gonna make a ball, the both win condition for his own team, but in terms of the money, maybe even not gonna be like 11-3 or something like this. It should be more and more close game, and a lot of good teams already eliminated by the Dusty this evening, and the same would happen to any of you one day. Even someone would ask me about my ball prediction for this series, this past one before the game, I was thinking that Zert's Nasty has a good potential to get a win there, but probably they won't deal with that. At this time, BCGAME just not like a single step ahead, like a 2 or at least more. Haven holding out the upper tunnel, another pack of utils already out. Cypher making this check by the Molly, close of a short. The force Joko to jump down, and that was a nice headshot. A nice start of this execution. Absolutely the same round as was produced by Zert's Nasty. That was the fourth on the storyline, and the first of a Zerth Nasty by the Attacker side. And as far as we can see, this blueprint all around works pretty well against any kind of a team. Only 2 B anchors are alive. Nemanja will take this on Titanic. I will try to stay alive besides the T-spawn. This should be fine. But not in terms of a scoreline. Like 12-3 already, and we're gonna make this speedrun real. For sure. And what about the next matchup for me, Dan? What is going on for the bracket? Dead are eliminated, Navi Jr. been eliminated. Cybershock also gone. OG still playing in the previous round as a Nevermore. Toxic and Critic Squad. And been shut down by Desert Nasty with the 13-5 on the train map. And BCGAME also managed to beat Partizan with the 13-1 goal line. And probably there was the same map. That's to our train. I'm not gonna be that excited if it's gonna be the same one. Yeah, a good turn for the mid play. A lot of frags was quiet there. And even also got this kill on the back of the JK. 12-4. One little step. Make this rough road real. This long time comeback. 12-3, and now there is only one option to keep that strive on, to take up to the 9 rounds in a row, and nothing else. It's not gonna be an easy road. Flashbangs for Jocko. Oh crap! That was delicious for Jova, and somehow he didn't take the third one in front of this exit of a bonk area, but that was pretty promising. And what about the B side at this time then? Even he's not alone this time. Mania will have a good shortcut to go to help on words B, even taking the first of this. And probably we might see a save by the 2 Yankees. Not the worst decision. But income is about 1.9k for each player. Their bank accounts about 2k or even less, so maybe we would expect the one drop over there, right? To the Galil Reki. Depends on the plan about the utils. In the last seconds, be transferred on the next round and nobody will stay alive. And that means that we're not gonna have a single point of the buy, probably. Just a single scar rifle and more pistols in order, maybe a bit of utils to play somewhere. But the deficit after your dev, this is not a good turn when you're pushing against Deku like this. Not a single backup of you. And another guy. Nemanja will try to resolve this issue with mid-attempting by Simke on the start. This time he has a backup by the AWP, but when did this extra guy on the shot could force the enemy side team to start thinking that A-Long might be clear. Alright, they just put only 2 players about mid area, so it doesn't matter then, but But still, hiding over the T-spawn. Maybe they're talking. Well, they're talking about the next round. And waiting for the pushes. Brute monster. Oh, the beauty shot. And this round is complicated. 12-6. 6 more. And you will be able to continue your journey for the Dust 2 for the spot on the closed qualifier of the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2025. So, what is your answer, Z10? Are you ready to make a more 6 straight rounds on? Just let's take a look. Brood Monster. Nice catch up. He's able to get over there. Oh. And another repick, but a smoke knock will respawns onto that immediately. But still 1 minute advantage for the side of Z10. And they will out of mid control a bit. And maybe we'll start to make some aggro play towards the upper tunnel, because now I'm starting to understand why BCGAME we're doing this much upper tunnel pushes after a short mid fire. Because he was the time gap. When your opponent is not even looking for the upper tunnel push, but in terms of that round, the OPA has come towards there a bit later. Less than 30 seconds to make something with Simki. Using the ball flashbang. Staying inside of the molly. Holding out the ramp. Oh, that was unlucky for him. Because of no space behind the site. And even Jopo wasn't able to help him somehow. Nice flashbang. A good stand up from the CT. And 1-by-1 for BCGAME. He will finish up this series and make that spot for his own team. And BCGAME proceed to the closed qualifier of this European